EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Prescott now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
4 down. Check. Here we go. 47. Mike, check. Here we go, 47.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Cooper fast with a feed. Cooper's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, Elliott. He can't get him down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dontari Poe. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. sitting alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. He's going to get it running right. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott from the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Newton being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
46.
Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Newton on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To throw on second down is Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And now spinning away. A good pickup there at 22.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
After the run, Newton going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jeff Swaim, 84 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Newton. Flushed out right. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. On second down, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And Newton's going to keep it. And he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
There's Newton now on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
46. 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Gun.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Hey, 47.
A give to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now running right through it. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now he'll let it go deep right, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they